It is 5 o'clock. An hour ago, this place closed to the public. The dealers have left as well. This was so much fun. And, as a show ambassador, I try to go on and make sure people had a good time. I also try to make some deals. The thing about it is, what I loved about this show is it wasn't just about the cards, really the culture and the people and just having a really good time. I'm going to walk around a little bit as I make this content. But ultimately, it's about the relationships. The cardboard is why we're here. That is the reason why I even have this vlog. And at the end of the day, it's about the people. I'm sorry, I had like 2 Monster energy drinks. I usually don't even have that much caffeine, so pretty amped up. I probably should not have even had 1, but I ended up having 2 because it was free. But everyone who's going home, safe travels.
All I know is mathematics.
Hey, good morning, YouTube. It is day 3 of Culture Collision. That means it is Sunday and it is the morning of the show. Just uploaded the day 2 video. I have had such an amazing fun time. Thank you to the team's Culture Collision. Hope that you've enjoyed the content so far. I am drinking this coffee. So as the video was uploading, exporting, uploading, all that stuff, I did go to the gym. I spared all of you the video of me working out and then getting a free intercontinental breakfast.
All the European countries lay before me. Where should I fly to first?
From the Sheraton Suites, and this coffee from them. I don't know what it is, like something about the joy of a card show. Just like it's almost like a mini convention. Everyone's excited to be there. Everyone's meeting up, connecting. I've sold all my cards except for like maybe 2 or 3 that are very niche, kind of like NASCAR, like Danica Patrick Auto and things like that. I did sell that Lionel Messi gold to the Wilson family. Really glad to help out the littlest Harrison with his rainbow. I took it at a loss. I just figured, you know what? It's going to hopefully forever home. If they flip that card today, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I'm gonna have to process that. Goals I have for today. Oh, and before I did want to say, if you have not subscribed, please do so. I'm at like 325 subscribers. At 500, I can actually start monetizing this account. Having said that, the monetization is not the end goal. It's not the end all be all, but I know that I put a lot of work into this stuff and it's almost like validation, right? And what I could do with that money, it's not leaving the hobby. It's going straight back into the hobby. So what I would love to do is, if you have not yet already done so, if you could click like, comment below what you liked about this, what you didn't like about it, and also if you could please subscribe. So thank you. With that said, the goals that I have, one thing that I am gonna make a concerted effort in is trying to bring something back for my kids and my wife. I talked to Dookie's Jewelry. I did commit and promise that I would buy something today, and I am a man of my word, so I am gonna go back to her. You'll see some content with me buying something. I think it's just really cool that you could buy things more than just cards at a trade show, right? They call it a trade show instead of a card show. I don't think I'm gonna buy sneakers. I don't think I'm gonna buy posters, memorabilia, helmets. Like that stuff would just be extra luggage for me. I am checking out of this hotel in like, right after I cut this. I'm gonna get my bags and I'm gonna go. Again, the goals: cut more content, get some presents for the family, just meet more people. There's some of you who are in the vlogs who are so appreciative that you're in here. And I just want to give shine to our fellow collectors. Final thing I'll say is I'm making deals with people who are on Instagram, have 0 posts, very little following. And, by the looks of it, it could look like a scammer account. It looks like, if one of these people online reached out to me saying, hey, you want to make a deal? I would likely, I would say no. They would be in my request folder. I wouldn't see it. I would not take it seriously. But what I've realized is when you do meet people in person and you are able to make deals with them, not everyone has a big Instagram. Not everyone's making content. Not everyone is posting their cards. They just want to follow accounts and they just want to see some cool cards and content. Every time I try to meet someone, it's like such a time warp with a good big card show. When you tell someone, I'll be back in 5 minutes, I'll be back in 10 minutes, you're back there in like an hour just because you're just walking around. And if you're like me and you're not like laser focused and, kind of like with the blinders on, you just kind of go, again, like my whole approach has been go where the wind takes you. And sometimes that results in just going on these side quests and tangents. But that's what I love. That's me, right? And I'm not gonna change that. The transactional side of the hobby for me, I think, comes to a close because I had made so many deals during trade night and the first 2 days of Culture Collision. There's one last tip that I can leave you before I close this intro. Don't think so short term. Try to consider the long term, because in the end, it's not just about the cards. Yes, we're here for the cards. That's why this card show vlog exists. That's why my account exists. But in the end, it is about the people and it is about the relationships. So please keep that in mind. I think that'll take you far in life, in and out of, not just in the hobby. Just think about long-term relationship building as opposed to just the one transaction that's right in front of your face. Whether you're a kid or an adult, if that can help you out, I really hope that it does. So having said that, let's go check out a hotel. Let's get day 3 started. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for watching.
I'm a real hustler, so don't knock it that long. It's all about the real
Stuff, Jordan stuff. It's just some stuff I don't really see at my local card shows, much as I love my local card scene. I just feel like it really takes, I don't know, someone more similar to me to be able to get the cards I want. And I'm not even talking about like trying to get more obscure players. I mean, but 90s cards just aren't in every show. It feels like every show it's like kabooms, downtowns, and it's almost like the language of a card show right now, at least in this current iteration. As I'm in here, I will say I learned that putting this on the hat instead of the clothes is a good way to try maybe make the audio better. I'm gonna miss this walkway. I did it the last 3 days, and I am gonna miss walking down this to get to the Cobb Galleria, which is right here. I'm trying to get better with my camera work, my audio work. Again, anything that you can do to help me beef up my quality of the videos. If I can monetize the content, it's really gonna all go towards making better videos. It is a cloudy day in Atlanta. I will say I'd much rather it be cloudy and cool, like in the 72-degree range, versus it being super hot, or as some people have experienced, a little bit of a drizzle or a sprinkle in this past weekend. So I've been told when it's sunny in Atlanta, it is beautiful and wonderful. I'm just gonna have to come another time. I guess that's what I'm trying to say here. All right, it is day 3 of Culture Collision. It is Sunday. We got football in the afternoon, in the late afternoon, early afternoon, evening. Hey, look, gentlemen, I don't know if you brought your families with you or not. If you want, you guys know the saying, happy wife, happy life. So keep that in mind, okay? There is Dookie jewelry. I don't think any other card show you can get jewelry for your wife. So we are here, Sunday, Culture Collision. This is Dookie. I got to have a wonderful show experience, and I had to leave my wife and my kids back home. My goal is to buy something for them today. My kids don't wear jewelry, but my wife does. So I want to buy something for her. This is not like me just making content and not buying something. I'm a man of my word. I said I'll come back. Yesterday I said I'll come back tomorrow, and I am going to buy something from you Dookies. So earrings. Yeah, and so we got some earrings right here. All sterling silver. Are these? So there's green in here. I really like that. That looks really pretty as well. This pops out at me. Is that amethyst? Oh, yes. It is? Can you let me know how much that is? Okay, and buy that, please. Wonderful. It's very affordable. This is sterling silver. I'm not getting paid. I am going to actually pay my own money for this. I just want to support local businesses, small businesses, and this is so cool that you're here. I think that's so cool. So good luck with the 3 boys. Let me just say, you having 3 boys is like, that's a handful.
I know. I'm a boys.
Yeah. Got the back secured from Dookie Jewelry. I am here for the Cultural Collision basketball half court. I don't have the jump and the hops and the shot anymore. I have very little endurance and physical abilities. And these kids, they could probably cook me, not just in the card show, but at the basketball court. But I want to give it a shot. I want to feel, let's see what I got. So let's go ahead and check this out. Oh, he's come for the alley-oop. Oh, look at these moves. Look at the handles. Oh, you on the back. Shoot. Bang! In his veins. That's what the kids do. Step back. Bang! Let's play in his multicolored Crocs. I don't know if that's good. Bold choice, Cotton. Bang! Yeah, this kid can cook. This kid has handles. It's Kyrie right here. Kyrie. 3. Bang! Let's play in his multicolored Crocs. I don't know if that's good. Bold choice, Cotton. Bang! Yeah, this kid can cook. This kid has handles. It's Kyrie right here. Kyrie. 3. Bang! Let's play in his multicolored Crocs. I don't know if that's good. Bold choice, Cotton. Bang! Yeah, this kid can cook. This kid has handles. It's Kyrie right here. Kyrie. 3. Bang!
He's going like. Here we go. You gotta go play D. He's wide open. Bang! Shot. Bang! Oh my goodness! In the grill! In the grill! Oh, they can't miss. They can't miss. What's going on? Swing. Oh my gosh, look at that move. Oh! What? This kid is cooking. Sign him. Oh, here we go. Dad bot. There we go. Oh, Dad! Look at that, Dad! Give me the gritty. Give me the gritty. Give me the gritty. Look here, your son is like, what? I've never seen him do that. Oh, here we go. This kid can cook. He's a chef. Chef Curry. Oh, the high take. Oh. Let's go Ian with the ball. Ian with the ball. Oh! The spill. The spill. Here we go. Go. Ian's cooking. Oh, good pick. Little man open. Got big man. We got dad bod. Here we go. Represent the dads. Oh, good pass. Fundamental. Here we go. D. Oh, strong D. This guy does not like playing defense. Triple threat. Oh, the dads. Represent the dads. Dad, hit a celly. Hit a celly. Look at that. Dad strength. Woo! He's just run. Oh, he wants it. Oh, he wants it. Ah. Oh, Dad re. All right, I'm here with the representative for the dads. They just played a little bit of hoops at Culture Collision. How was it out there today?
Man, it was tough. There's a lot of good talent out there, but you know what? We're keeping it real at 40.
Thank you for representing the dads, and I see you did bring your two children out here. He was hooping it up. This kid, he was like being little Bow Wow here, right? What do you think? How'd you play? No, you're gonna get taller, you're gonna get stronger, you're gonna get bigger, and you're gonna get more skilled. And you got your older one here, and you hooped it up too. You did pretty well. What'd you think?
We got goods.
Yeah. Represent the dads. Thank you for hooping it up with your kids. This is what it's about. It's about the father-son relationship and like bonding with your kids, right?
Yeah.
So this guy could hoop. I saw him doing some dad strength moves out there in the post. So representing for the dads. There you go.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Yeah, I just want to thank for Giant Sports Cards in Alpharetta for what they do for the community and all the other local sports cards shops. And it's good vibes here. And I appreciate you and definitely going to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube, Denny_cards.
All right.
Thank
care.
you. All right, it is 1 p.m. Sunday, day 3 of Culture Collision. The show floor closes in 3 hours at 4 p.m. But I am looking at some college cards, or I guess even high school. I'm here with Brantley, right?
Yeah, Brantley. Yep.
Brantley, and this is Replay Rips. So much product to get this?
A case. Probably a case and a half.
A case of blasters.
Yeah,
not
blasters,
a case of hobby,
blasters.
right?
Yeah, blasters.
Case of blasters.
Yeah.
He has a Bronny James. It is a out of 5 red. But it is a PSA 8. Can you tell me why you thought this might be PSA 8?
Yeah, so I originally ripped this card, and on the back there was an auto that was attached to the back of this card, or stuck to the back. And I peeled it off, and I actually didn't even realize until I got it back from PSA that there is a blue mark on the back that I think potentially is why I got downgraded, because I think the centering.
And I shared with Brantley that I actually tried seeing if I could remove, not from this specific card, but I've had that happen to this particular product, Topps Chrome. I think they didn't let the high schoolers let the ink dry and just kind of stacked up the cards. But I tried removing it, and this really doesn't come off. Yeah. The worst is if you try, if this was near an auto, you would not touch. You would not try to clean it. That I have tried to clean it. Maybe it's just the one that I tried. It didn't come off. If it does, this could be a potential 10 candidate.
Yeah. And
Maybe
the same thing happened.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with my other Caleb. SSP.
Yeah. Oh, so show this card.
So here's a Caleb Williams to 10 out of Bowman U Inception SSP. And I actually had the to 25 SSP non-autoed of this card that also had an auto on the back of it. And it had blue on the card, and I tried to clean it and wash the corner.
No.
So the card ended up in the trash.
Oh.
Yeah.
The pitfalls of cleaning that no one shows. But you said you pulled this one too.
I pulled this out
This
of...
is out of Hobby?
Out of Hobby, yeah.
One hobby box?
No, I've ripped a lot.
Yo, you
of
ripped a
Bowman
lot.
here.
So I definitely want to know, because I got to know where the fire is coming from, because these two are not seen very often in the open market.
Yeah.
And, I really do like, these. What do we say? We're talking about this card, about how the next 2 weeks are going to dictate the value of this card.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Brantley would really like to get us close to, I won't say the number if you don't want to say it, but,
open offers.
You're open to offers. Yeah.
Open
No, it's a
offers.
really cool card for Caleb Williams. If you're a Trojans fan and you're a Bears fan, it is out of 10, and it's a short print autograph. I just wanted to kind of show this because, again, this is, I'm glad he got a 10 on this. This one, I think they've rushed the high schoolers at the McDonald's All-American game. So I've seen this happen to this particular set and this particular, top scoring product. So, Brantley, we'll see if we can make a deal for that.
Yeah.
We're kind of, you said you're willing to let it go for the low, and he gave me a number over 2. I wanted to be under 2 because it's an 8 and all that. But I think we might be able to make a deal, but I am going to go run some content, and I'll be back.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you, Brantley.
Hey, nice to meet you. Absolutely.
He had my microphone. I had to come back with Bronny
I
James.
stole it. Tried to steal it.
It's hard to find cards like this, on eBay, even on eBay and things like that. So, Brantley, thank you so much for the deal.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate you. Have a great trip back.
Yeah, thanks, you too.
We're here at the corporate Monster booth. I don't think the kids here can drink caffeine. I don't know. Have you had any Monster, by the way?
No.
Okay. He's not touching it. I need a little bit of caffeine because I'm so undercaffeinated. This is Graham. What is your Instagram handle?
GL_cards10.
So this kid, he enters my giveaway that I had with Culture Collision for vendor table, VIP pass, general mission tickets, and which one did you win?
I won the vendor table.
And you and your buddy Brett, they won the vendor table. This was your first time
Setting up.
setting up but you've been to the show before.
I've been twice.
Twice. How old are you again?
15.
15, first time vendor. Thank you, Culture Collision. How did it go for you? How did you feel about the show?
It was well. I made a lot of money. So
You made a lot of money.
That's what really matters.
What's more important than cards? School, family, yes?
And fun.
And fun, exactly. So one card that I did maybe almost buy for me, but you sold it to someone else. It was what was the card again?
It was a Joe Burrow downtown PSA 9.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool card. I made an offer. He said, you know what, I have a better offer. And I said, hey, I encourage you to go get the better offer. So you sold that, you sold other cards, and you feel like it was a good experience?
Yes, it was really fun to show.
Awesome. Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Awesome. Graham, thank you so much. And I'm sorry we couldn't have Brett here. I wanted to come to the table, but we'll just have to catch him next time.
Yeah.
Wow, what a time to be a kid in the hobby, because I know when I was growing up, and I don't want to sound super old here, but it really was just the Beckett magazine and the local card shops. I'm sure there were card shows and local card shows and all that, but I didn't know about any of them. So, with the internet and just all the information at your fingertips, so glad that these kids are having a great time in the hobby. I wanted to show this Sean Taylor Downtown because I have owned 2 copies of this card, both of them graded, and I just really love this card. But the reason I did not pick this up is because if you can see the top middle edge of the front of the card, you will see that there's a little bit of a surface kind of like indentation or something where I just didn't really feel comfortable picking up the card for the value that it was provided at. And so, but I did want to show that because one of the main things I love about going to a card show is that you get to see the cards in person. So, okay, on to the next dealer story.
It is nearing the end of the show, and I saw my buddy Rob. I saw him at Fanatics Fest. You were like the first dealer I went to see if I could sell some cards. We didn't make a deal, but this is the great thing. I don't think people show this in other vlogs or content. even when you don't make deals, just having a conversation,
Yeah.
building a rapport, relationship. I've seen your story sales on. I can't afford your cards, but you have some fire.
Thank you.
And as
Yeah.
you had some great words of advice or things you were telling me, like how did the show go for you, and your philosophy about shows like this.
Yeah, so I mean, I appreciate the kind words, Denny. No, I think obviously I know people keep using this word, but like show burnout, like I know it is like kind of real. I mean, if you think about it, right? Like, we have the National, you have Burbank, you have Fanatics Fest, you have Dallas, you have Atlanta on the same weekend as Minneapolis, which is a huge show in Minnesota. I think it was Minneapolis or St. Paul. And then obviously you have Philly next weekend. You have, in October, you have Nashville. You have
And Orlando.
for Fanatics and Dallas that same weekend. So, I mean, recently, since the, middle of July, you have a major shows almost every weekend.
Yeah.
So it's not just from like a customer spend standpoint as a dealer, but I think people are just tired. And I think like it's not that things can't get done. I think the issue is like some people are picking and choosing what shows to go to versus going to every normal show they would do. I think that, dealers need to be ready for different ways to handle a show by choosing which shows they prefer to do, or, being able to be kind of mobile in terms of the way they, in terms of the way they handle their deals. Like,
yeah, the flexibility. You were telling me about how, like, shows where maybe the way to net is to buy, right? Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so I mean, listen, I don't think there were as many dealers here buying at a fair value as probably some of the other major shows, just because of the show burnout and because people are scattered and people are taking weeks off or, whatever it may be. So, there were customers of mine that normally buy from my cards that needed to sell some cheaper cards, maybe to justify some of the expenses on the show.
Yeah.
And like, you have to kind of be able to quote unquote, like buy your way out of a show, right? Like you need to make money by being fair with your customers that maybe normally buy cards from you, maybe sell some that they're selling cards to you right now. You be fair with them, and maybe it helps cover their hotel or airfare or meals or their dealer booth or whatever it may be. So, I mean, when you're a dealer going into a show, you don't always know it's going to be a layup where you're going to sell a certain amount of cards. I was fine but I always come prepared for each show to kind of be able to do both sides, whether it's me buying or me selling. You shouldn't just anticipate going into the show and you're going to sell a ton of stuff on Thursday or Friday or Saturday and have a bunch of cash for Saturday or Sunday to buy. You have to also be ready to have some money in your pocket so that even if you're not selling a ton, you're able to buy even if you haven't sold a bunch.
So I think, and before we turn the camera on, you said something that was really, cool to me, which is like, you have different strategies for different shows, and you have to like think on your feet. You almost have to adjust to the flow of the show.
Yep, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think honestly, like sometimes when it's not a big selling show for me, I kind of prioritize the things that I'm not able to do at some of the other shows, like going out to dinner with people I normally wouldn't have time to do, or going to a trade night and making presents. Like I went to Cards HQ last night, checked out their shop, bought a couple cards off them. I've struck a few deals with Carter and Ryan and Jeff in the past, so it's like, putting your name out there, getting to see people that you normally don't have the time to have a drink or have a bite to eat with, or check out a trade night or a shop. Like these hours are long for dealers. Like between setup, breakdown, travel, show hours. Going to every trade night for 3-4 hours after working a 10-12 hour day. And maybe you didn't sleep that night before, or you took a 6 a.m. and then you took a 6 a.m. flight from New York and you have the show at noon and then you're at the show till 8 p.m. It's like, it can be a lot.
The burnout of a weekend, of multiple weekends, I think this is what a lot of the influencers, content creators don't show is it's the grind.
Yeah.
And it's about the hard work and it's about the travel. It does take a toll on people.
Yeah.
So I do wish you luck traveling back to Connecticut.
Yep.
And even though we haven't made a deal yet, I feel like it's going to happen in the future. whether I sell to Rob or I buy one of his monster big cards. I just feel like Rob's a good dude in the hobby. Collector's choice cards.
Correct.
I'll put a tag up here on the YouTube. You're gonna say hi to yourself in the YouTube vlog. But Rob's a good dude, and I'm really, some FedEx Fest. I saw him today. He already, packed up his stuff because we are about to head out. But, I just wanted to make this deal a spotlight because, again, sometimes we need more content about just adjusting and being flexible, and it's not all roses and rainbows all the time, right?
Yeah, and I think one thing people need to realize is I have plenty of friends that are dealers in the show space or work in different realms in the industry where we may not do business that financially benefits either of us, but we still have quality conversations and respect each other. And I think now it's kind of the way I tell people, when someone walks up to my table, whether you're the 10-year-old kid, the 30-year-old like me, or an 80-year-old, you want to give everyone a fair shake. That's kind of the way I operate, and I think that's how it should be.
Right.
Some of the most memorable deals I have is, helping the kid at the National hunt the Stroud card under market that everyone else was 20% over market on, or the 80-year-old that I met in Dallas last week that had a bunch of Josh Jung chrome autos, and he just wanted an honest opinion of what they were worth. He didn't plan on selling them, and I spent 10, 15 minutes going over them with him.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It's not about the money all the time, and I think people sometimes forget that.
Right, and long-term relationship building.
Yeah, the financial successes come with the relationships, and I think people sometimes forget that.
Yeah, thank you. Really wise words. This is why I wanted to record with Rob.
Yep.
So thank you so much.
Appreciate
again.
the pleasure, Denny, as always.
Have a great trip back home.
Thank you.
All right, it is the end of Culture Collision. 4:30, 30 minutes ago, this all closed down, so everyone's cleaning up shop. But Daniel, I missed his brother. His brother had Russell Westbrook X-Fractors. I really wanted to make a card and a jersey sale. I promised myself and my kids would get them things, a souvenir, present. This is more than just a little souvenir. Daniel, can you let YouTube know what I picked up for my kids?
So we got the Kristaps Porzingis jersey inscribed with unicorn on it, very rare.
Fanatics.
Fanatics certified,
yeah,
authenticated.
certified.
It's a great piece.
Yeah, and then the second one.
The second one is going to be this awesome half and half bird. Hardwoods.
Very different. I don't know. I hope my kids like it, but yeah, I really appreciate you being reasonable.
Of course,
I had a discount for the pair. My kids will be happy. I hope, right? But you and your brother, you guys got into. So is he more cards and you're more? You said you're more like the accountant, but
yeah, it's a family business. Our dad owns a brick and mortar store about 10 minutes down the road from here, Marietta, and we help out where we can. We do the shows. He owns the store. And
what's the name of the shop?
JT Sports Collectible, Marietta, Georgia.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
Of course. See you at the next Culture Collision.
Yeah. Oh yes, Jersey, boys. Hope you're happy. Hope everyone has a really, hope everyone had a good time and can't wait for January. I don't know if I'll be making content for a Culture Collision. I hope they would love to have me because I would love to be back. And, I just loved I love show atmospheres. I love the energy and the excitement and getting to meet so many of all of you, the kids, the parents, the father-son. I met so many great father-son duos, and just seeing them bond and talk about what it meant for them to have this hobby be a way for them to connect. That's what it's about to me. So I can't wait to go back home. It was a great show. I know some people, your mileage may vary and all that. I do think that when it comes to big shows like this, with so much going around, so many events happening this weekend, people are going to say what they want to, but for me, I had a great time. And I think ultimately it's about your perspective, what you want to get out of, your time at a show. It doesn't matter the number of people, it's about the quality of people. That's just my opinion. But I hope you guys had a great time. My flight leaves in about 3 hours, so I'm going to probably head to the airport. I'm probably going to try to splice this content so it comes out real quick. I got to make content for Trade Night Day 1 and Hobby Rip Night from Day 2. So this is Day 3. It's in the books. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. And if you don't, it's okay. Hope I get to see you at a show in the future. So, Stenny Cards, thank you so much. Atlanta, thank you so much. Prizm God, Gawdess, Culture Collision. You guys have been fantastic.
Okay, so that is the end of this card show vlog, but there are 7 more minutes. It's basically me going to the Battery, which is the area near Atlanta Braves Park. That's me just kind of showing that Culture Collision trade show was on the second floor. Coming down the escalators, did not have my microphone on, did not realize it until right around this moment here. So here we go.
Hopefully that's better. I don't know if the audio ran or not, but I'm just gonna go hang out at the Battery, I guess. I've never been there. I didn't go to any of the Braves-Dodgers games, or there was a home series for the Braves with Ohtani trying to go for 50-50. I believe he didn't get it. I don't think he played too well. I think he went 0 for 4 the first night. But I'm going to the Battery right now. Just gonna check it out. Let's see how it is. So again, if you don't want to watch this, totally understand. And even if you got this far, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. I do find my edits to be long. I know that I could try to make them shorter. By the way, that was like a whole side for electric scooters. And oh, look, there's a Culture Collision trade show. So anyway, I know that I can try to make these videos a little bit shorter, but I just really enjoy bringing you all along for the ride. And so here's like Ford Home Run Alley, which is kind of like another, part of a parking garage going towards the Brave Stadium. So this is where I kind of just show the walk, and this is kind of like the walk and talk. And so I don't even remember if I was like talking while I was doing all this walking in the actual video. But this was a lot of fun to just walk around as a tourist. I almost didn't do this. I almost wanted to just go straight to the airport, but I'm glad I did, because as you can see, it's really vibrant. There's a ton of Ohtani jerseys. The Ohtani effect really was in full effect. And I got to say, this was the weekend when he was trying to go for the 50-50, and he didn't get it, but he eventually did later that week and got a 51-51. But this Brave Stadium, I didn't go inside. I didn't go to any of the games, but it was really cool to just see a vibrant area around the stadium. And then so I go into this Wahlburgers. I've never actually had their food, and I've only had their sauce. I think they sold it in maybe Costco. But I got to say, I did not take video of the food, of me eating the food. I put that in Instagram stories, but it was so delicious. But this place is awesome. It is Jenny's Ice Cream. I forget where they are from the Midwest, but man, this place is just so good. I don't know, if you're like a purist who just wants, because I know there are some people who don't like Ben & Jerry's because they have so many wacky flavors. I gotta say, this ice cream is absolutely delicious. I ended up getting, miso butterscotch brownie here. And even though I'm like pretty much lactose intolerant, Texas sheet cake, I got that dairy-free. Brambleberry crisp, I've had it in a carton before. They're like $10 a carton, something crazy, but it is so delicious. It's so worth it. And so I got 3 different scoops, and I got the little napkin we were talking about, the place, the origins. And then I had to pair it with my biggest pickup of the weekend, which was the Anthony Richardson Optic Downtown. So I kind of put them all, in a dorky little geeky moment with the ice cream. And then I got to share with you, again, if you got this far, thank you. But this is now just an airport run through, 10x speed. If this is like 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes remaining on the video, this was like this is definitely at least a mile, maybe 2 miles of just walking and shuttles, walking through, roped areas, waiting in lines, going up escalators, down escalators, going on all sorts of, meandering. I don't even know. Like, I feel like they looped us around at one point, and I went back and forth to the same place over and over and over again. But anyway, y'all, cautionary tale, just don't be late to the Atlanta airport, because you might have to go through these
walking escalator things, which I love. It makes me feel like I'm going so fast. It's just one of my favorite things. So I go up these escalators. I finally get to my gate, and I feel like I can finally sit, I can finally chill. And the last thing I do, I gotta get one of the airport cards. So that's what I do over here now. Hi, do you guys have the airplane cards?
Yeah. You can ask him.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Hi, I collect cards. I was wondering if you guys had the airplane cards.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So this is the plane we're flying today?
Yes.
The A321?
Yeah.
Awesome.
320.
320. So is this like a Boeing? Is this like a Airbus? Very cool. Thank you so much. How long have you been a pilot for?
9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
Oh, and I should have asked, is it okay to record and all that?
Yeah.
Okay, 9 years.
Yep.
Thank you for a safe flight. Really appreciate you, and thank you for all you do.
Absolutely. Thanks for flying with us.
Have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Have a good evening. All right, gotta pick up my stuff from the trip. Oh, look. Oh, I need help getting my baggage.